Good day, everyone. It is May 30th, 2025, and I hope everyone's doing well. I know how Alex Jones feels. That is the point of this video. Many of you are probably not fans of Alex Jones. You don't have to be. I'm sure you know who he is. That's guaranteed you know who he is. If you don't, you've been living under some sort of big rock. I don't know how anyone could not know who Alex Jones is. I discovered him 15, maybe 16 years ago, quite a long time ago, and started watching him regularly for a little bit. And then I was married back then and mentioned him to my wife, who was unfortunately more on the liberal side and was one of those people who would call people conspiracy theorists and stuff like that. So I mentioned I was watching him, and I remember her telling me that intelligent people did not listen to him. He was, he's popular, and a lot of people really liked him, but she had negative things to say. Okay. So I was, I did respect her opinion, and I thought maybe I'd missed something and looked at it again, but all I kept hearing was truth from him. And the things he would say would happen, happened exactly like he said. So I started showing her that too. It's like, but he said this and then this happened. Oh, we got lucky once, whatever, And on and on and on that went. And with other people too. A lot of other people. You listen to Alex Jones, you're crazy, that guy's nuts, blah, blah, blah. Well, then I really get into the conspiracy theories. We'll have to use that term, I guess, because that's the one everyone knows. These are apparently crazy ideas, these conspiracy theories that are continuously proven true over and over and over and over and over. Let's remind ourselves of what a conspiracy is. A conspiracy is a plan between two or more people to do bad shit. That's what a conspiracy is. You can be charged with conspiracy in a courtroom, right? You didn't do the thing. You were planning to do it. You were orchestrating some sort of plan and you were about to execute it, but you got caught. So you get charged with conspiracy. Means you had a plan and you had a co-conspirator. You had another person, at least one more, maybe 20 more. It could be any number, but at least more than you. And you were conspiring with another person to do some bad shit. Okay, that's what a conspiracy theory is. Well, conspiracy theory just means you have suspicion someone is conspiring. That's all it means. Ask Alex Jones what he thinks of the term conspiracy theory. I mean, it ruined his life. It ruined a lot of people's lives. It's a stupid term. And the people that are accused of it are right over and over and over and over and over. Alex Jones has more correct predictions than anybody. I mean, everything he told us was going to happen did indeed happen. Yes, he got a couple things wrong through his career, of course, but his record is really, really solid. David Icke is as well. That's another guy who, crazy conspiracy nut, talking about reptilians, blah, 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 blah. Hardly ever wrong about anything he said. Everything that's in his books took place. Every bit of it. Every last bit of it. So, it's pretty, okay, reptilians have not been proven yet. Who knows? Is there some sort of reptilian race under the earth? I don't know. I can't say for sure that's definitely not true. I definitely can't say it's true either. I don't know. There are indications and evidence of something like that if you look in ancient history, They even have little figurines of little reptilian dudes. I mean, where did they get the idea for that? I don't know. But anyway, how do I understand how these guys felt? Being persecuted and called a crazy conspiracy theorist constantly. Well, I'm not as accurate as either one of them dudes, but I've been pretty good because of letting them educate me. Okay, so one of the reasons my wife and I parted ways was because of this stuff. And I read a book called Project Daylily, in which people were at Fort Detrick making viruses and attacking people, bioweapons. There's all this stuff. New World Order is mentioned in that book. The whole thing. And a plan that they had coming up. Then Alex Jones put the other pieces in place for me, the vaccines that were coming, and they were going to hit the world with the virus. And so I'm warning everybody. This is back in 2015. I'm telling people this is going to happen before too long. I didn't know the whole thing at that point, but I knew it's going to be a sickness and a vaccine. There was something like that going to happen. And where it was going to go from there, I didn't know. Boy, they called me crazy. They called me crazy. It drove me nuts because I knew it was true. 2020 happens. First day of the pandemic. Guess who knew exactly what was going on? Exactly what was going on. As soon as it happened, I'm like, I watched the first couple of videos out of China, and I'm like, here it is. Holy shit, here it is. Here's what I've been waiting for. And I just watched it unfold. And I screamed all to everybody. It's like, but no, don't take the vaccine. No, don't put the mask on. No, this is bullshit. This is communist bullshit. You wouldn't believe how some people reacted to that. I lost tons of people as friends. For warning about the truth, I lost almost everyone. Almost everyone I knew. They hated me. They absolutely hated me. And I'm talking the first day that a pandemic was declared. Within a few days, I already knew that they'd changed the definition of pandemic, that the PCR test was bogus, and the guy who made it recommended it never be used for diagnostic purposes, that a nasty vaccine was coming, that it was mRNA based, and because of this blonde doctor, beautiful blonde woman, Carrie Madej, that was her name. She warned of this and warned there was going to be nanotech in it, so I already knew that. I mean, this was within a few days to 2 weeks of the whole thing starting. And I tried to tell everyone. Now I sit here every day and more information comes out. I know how Alex Jones feels all the time. He's being validated, thinks he was screaming. But then the weird thing is, if you confront the people that freaked out at you and yelled at you and said all this stuff and said, but I told you this, they suddenly have amnesia. They don't remember you saying this for some reason. That's funny. Because you freaked out and yelled and screamed and called me an a-hole because I thought this stuff. Now you don't even remember that. It's a funny thing to forget. But that's what they do. They just don't remember you saying it. You know. One of the things I said to my ex-wife, just as she was leaving, as she was going out the door, I said, if I'm right about all this stuff, are you ever going to come back and apologize? And she thought about it for a minute and she went, if you were right about this, yeah, I'd have to come back and apologize. That's what she said. I still haven't heard from her at all. And probably never will. But that's why I know how Alex Jones feels. Because I know nobody does with him either. How many things you got to predict? How many things you got to predict? That's only one of the, I mean, that's the biggest one. That I warned everyone I knew was coming. And then instead of going, wow, you warned us and here it is, which is what I thought would happen. That's not what people do. They absolutely refuse to admit you have warned them and you're right. They just will not. It's human arrogance. And I know how Alex Jones feels. David Icke too, and many others, but that's the two that I really, especially Alex Jones. There's a website called Alex Jones Was Right Again. Go to that and check it out. Right on. The list is unbelievable. And there's videos to prove, date stamped and everything when he said it. And then it happened right afterwards. Over and over and over and over. People still call him crazy. Who are the crazy ones?